Those junior titles won't be here, but they'll be somewhere else. Away we go, another start to you, Brad.
All right, here we go. It is this one here. This is absolutely dynamic. A live national championship on the cards here, and a good start. Connor Feather, well done. Brilliant stuff. Jagman's got a good start as well, so we've got a real big dogfight going on. Only 5 points separating the top three in this championship, and Connor Feather's done exactly what he needs to do. Harry Daly's got a good start as well. He's there in the top three, your points leader heading into this fifth and final moto for our 11 to 12 years 85cc class. So exactly what the fans wanted. All of our top three competitors. These guys are live for the national championship. We've just seen a couple of demolition jobs happen for back-to-back championships. This is what the fans want to see. This is all on here. Connor Feather, third in the points coming into this one here. He knows the equation. He's got to get out there and win. Harry Daly and Jagger Townley are separated by 1 point, so it's going to be winner take all if they can get up into that top spot. We are on for an absolute beauty here. Absolutely fantastic. Look at the top three. They've already streaked away into the distance. We've had plenty of excitement. 53 entries in this class, and the top 40 to qualify in the support class racing has been fantastic as well. So a big 12-minute moto coming up here, and like I said, absolutely dynamic. We've got Jagger Townley 89 points, Harry Daly 88, Connor Feather 85. So you'd have to think one of those three is going to be your national champion, especially with the way they've started this moto here. Connor's in charge, coming over McDonald's. Jagman and Harry. Harry's fired up. He knows the equation. He's got to get in front of Jagman if he wants to try and win this national championship. We are really on here. We've got the sun shining down on Phipps Motocross Park. We've got only a handful of motos left in the race, so we're excited about the conclusion of our national championships here. As we remind you about that prize giving, not far to go now, and it will be on the venue. So exciting stuff. So Jagger Townley, that 89 points in the championship. He's got 1 point lead over Harry Daly. Then there's only another couple of points back to Connor Feather. So Connor, he knows exactly what he's got to do. He's got to get out there and win this one and let it all happen in behind him. So job halfway through at the moment as Connor Feather gets the good start. Jagman's got into his work as well, so he was under a bit of pressure from Harry Daly at the start of this lap. Jagman's getting into a bit of a groove here, but don't discount this man here, Harry Daly, a former national 8 to 11 years national champion. He'll be fired up and ready to go, Neil. This is going to be brilliant. What a thriller for the fans as we've got a live winner-take-all situation for our 11 to 12 years national championship.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, we talked about that because it didn't matter which way the 1 point. If you remember late in the race, there was a chance for Harry Daly to have that 1 point lead over Jagger, but it didn't matter because when it comes down to it, you're going to get 25 for the win and 22 for the second place. So it doesn't matter whether one guy wins by 1 point or the other one wins by 4 points. So here you go. Jagger on 89, Harry on 88, Connor in there on 85. So we've had another couple of races where they've been super close for all three, but nowhere near like this. So that is 4 points to separate all three of those riders. That whole one can be tipped up and say, we drop back to 61 points for Tyne and Morrow in fourth, so we don't have to worry about that. There's more than 20 points in there, so it's only between those top three. But what order will they be is the thing to find out at the moment. 43 Jagger Townley, 73 Harry Daly, 16 for Connor Feather. They come from Tauranga, Hawke's Bay and Taupo respectively. Who have you got your money on out there, folks?
Just trying to crunch some of the numbers in my head, and Connor Feather, he really does need Harry Daly to get ahead of Jagger Townley, so he's got 4 points back. He needs to beat Harry. He's got 3 points there between him and Harry, so Connor Feather, not only does he need to win, he needs to make sure that Harry Daly gets ahead of his good mate Jagman. This is going to be all on. Harry Daly has a little look up the inside. He's not quite close enough. This is exactly the drama and excitement we want to see. As Connor Feather's checking out, he's gone, Neil. Have a look at him. He knows the equation. Just get out there and win and let it all happen in behind him. Jagman, I believe, second place in this race with Connor winning will be enough for that national title, but it has got plenty of action still to come here, and drama aplenty.
I tell you what, that's the point that we're talking about. Remembering the guys that are contesting the title at the top end by that 1 point are the ones that are in second and third, so they've only got a 2 point game rather than a 3 point game. So it's Connor out in front, and exactly as you say, Brad, we actually want to see that we take Harry moving up one, and that'll all of a sudden tip them completely upside down. 3-2 to 1 will become the 1-2 to 3. So checking it on at the moment, it's going to be all on the final corner, the final metres of track, the final run, the finish line will make all the difference as we see the great battle going on here, all three of them. So there we are as we look for the battle out there at the moment. Oh, a nice little wide line, man. That was swish out there. I tell you what, making it count and count big time at the stage for Jagger. Jagman is on nicknamed him a long time ago, Jagman Townley, and there he is putting in the effort. I tell you what, Connor Feather, we talked to Connor first up here on Friday. He won the first motor. He wants to go out on a high and win the last one as well. Will it be enough for him to win the title? It depends on the order of those two boys behind him as to whether he wins the title. That's how close it is. So a handful of points to separate all those three. It's like you want to put them all on the top step together and split the trophy three ways. They all deserve to be there, but there can only be but one winner. And who's it going to be? We'll find out in this ecliptic final for this prestigious class. Of course, started with 53 entries. 53. We did qualifying, whipped it down to 40 for this group, and we've kept it pulsating along. We've lost a couple of our champions along the way, I must say. Former number 1 NZ, Levi McMaster, number 2 NZ, Jax Hunter. So that's been a bit of a drama, but these three have been the ones to come here to shine and race for us today, Brad.
Oh, how about this for a equation here, Neil? Team Feather, they've got that 85 points in the championship, as well as 4 points between them and Jagman. So the Team Feather, they need Connor to keep going as he is. They need to get in behind Harry Daly. If Harry Daly can get ahead of Jagman, Connor and Harry will tie on the points with 2 wins apiece if it carries on like this. Connor's going to win the national championship on the countback. If Connor can carry on and win from here and Harry can get up into second, Connor Feather will be your national champion. I believe it will be a points tie with all of these guys going at it here. So much to go and we're only halfway through it. 6 minutes gone, 6 minutes remaining, and it's not only just a race to the flag here, we're going to race for the national championship. How good is this, Neil?
Oh, this is going to be the best of them all, undoubtedly. Where we come down to it, we've seen some other type ones for either one placing, first, second or third, but not for all three of them like this. And this is catastrophic, and I'll tell you what, it goes back to that last race, because in the last lap, you remember, we saw Jagman come up and overtake Harry and overtake Connor and got that extra position whereby instead of Jagman did not get that 1 point, Harry did not get that 1 point lead. If he'd got that 1 point lead, it might have been a whole different situation. But Connor, and he'll reflect on the one shocker that he's had, because this is not the first time he's won a race. In fact, he did it in the first one up on Friday as well. So it is all on here at the moment in the glory of who wants to be number 1 NZ, and it means so much. And where's the pit boards? What are the pit boards saying? Read those pit boards. Is it saying go? Is it saying hold? What are they all doing now as they fight for it at the moment? So it's the big boys come to the big dance, and the big one that counts at the moment. Who's the hungriest to be NZ number 1 at the moment as we fight out for the glory? And remembering, some people in one team need to support a rider in another team so that their rider can become number 1.
What an incredible class. We've had these three, the top three, going at it for the final race here. They've all had a race win each, so what a crazy class this has been as we go. Connor Feather leading this one here, but he's on a 4-point buffer up to Jagger Townley. So Jagman will win the title from second. He needs Harry Daly. This is Connor. He needs Harry Daly to come up and grab Jagman for second place. We've still got plenty of motocross to go on here. Connor Feather doing everything he needs to at the moment, and this is going to be unbelievable. There is going to be less than a couple of points separating these three riders at the back end of this national championship. How good?
First of all, how good? 53 good, because that's the number of riders we had starting the championship. We eliminated 13 of them, and they've had a great bit of fun in the support racing. And congratulations to Hunter Lee, Jesse Beard and Oliver Pugh for first, second and third in that support class. But here we are now with that top 40. Same to see Shem Jansen all the way from Invercargill. He was out early, so he's ended up as number 40. Some of those other boys, like we mentioned, Levi and Jax, have gone as well. So it's left to these three. Remembering, Harry has already been a champion. Jagger has already been a champion. Connor has already been a champion. They've already been NZ number 1 in respective classes from years gone by, but that takes nothing away from the fact that they want to be the number 1 here today as well. So it's all on. Look for those bike numbers. Who have you got out there? Of course, 16 in the front, 43, and then looking out for the flying 73 in it as well. We've got a Husqvarna, we've got a Yamaha, we've got a KTM, we've got all the major brands well represented, and we're all on for the feast of fun to go in this exciting feature finale. Bring it on!
Oh, this is incredible here, starting to heat up nicely. 3 minutes remaining until that white flag comes out, so it's going to be one of those, again, touch and go situations where that white flag is going to come out very, very close to the clock expiring, and we've got plenty of laps left in this one here, but it is still the 16 of Connor Feather leading this one here. Go back to the 43 of Jagger Townley, the former Pro 65 champion. He'd love to put an 85cc championship on that mantelpiece. He's seen his big bro do 2 national titles here this weekend. Then go back to the 73, former New Zealand 85cc champion, and Harry Daly. Go, you boys. Unbelievable. There is not much in that battle for second and third place. Connor's managing this race out in front brilliantly. While these three go on, we do want to mention the rest of our competitors here. Non-starts for 5 of our competitors. So we wish them all the best for speedy recoveries and hope everything is A-OK. But it is Connor Feather, Jagger Townley, Harry Daly, Carson Carroll, good performance from Carson. He's there in 4th place. Kay Shuttleworth, he's had a good weekend as well. He's in 5th. Cooper Kummer, Jack Hazelden. We've got Jackson Church, Eli Giles, and that'll take us down to 9th place, with Levi Rogers rounding out our top 10. So 11 to 12. We knew with 53 entries it was going to be good, but we had no idea it was going to be this good. Absolutely brilliant. And thank you very much to Callum and the team at Dwyer Tech for bringing us our 11 to 12 class. We'll still have one more class, our Junior Ladies 85 Championships. So they are both on the line, ready to do battle. The penultimate race here at the AFC New Zealand Junior Motocross Championships. And what a thriller we've got on our hands here with Connor Feather in charge of this one here. We're going to wait for them to come back into view, and it's going to be all on Neil. It is really a dynamic situation evolving. That battle for 2nd and 3rd place is really the one we're going to look out for, because Connor has done a wonderful job and just got that good hole shot. He's checked out and ticking off these laps nicely, but he's got a little bit of work still to do. We've got that all-important clock with still a minute on it, so he's going to go through the line before that comes up. And it'll be white flag next time round. Big, big moment for Connor Feather, so you can see how hard he's pushing. He knows how close he is to a race win here. Here is Jagman and Harry coming through on their way to the sky shot jump. Not much in it now, Neil. This is going to be pretty exciting, and I reckon the white flag's coming out on the next pass around, so we've got a lap and a half to find out who our national 11 to 12 national champion is.
Wow, 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 and those scenarios again, just to quickly go through it, folks. You get 25 for the win, 22 and 20 for 1, 2 and 3, and the points that these guys are on here at the moment is all on for the battle. And remembering, we've got Jagger on 89, Harry on 88 and Connor on 85, and it's Connor, the man, on 85, 4 points behind Jagger, who's in front at the moment. But remembering, he's 5 behind, but he's only going to get 3 of those by taking a win, so it may not be enough yet. This is super close and super exciting. We're coming down to the wire. Everybody tense what's going on here at the moment, and with a lap and a bit to go, the white flag is going to be the ecliptic opportunity to see who is going to lead that last and heroic lap. The track at its roughest, at its toughest. We've put the biggest challenge out there for a senior moto track in the past. It's now been a junior moto track for a second time, 2019 and now 2024, and Flips Moto Park living up to its tradition. It's tough, it's demanding. I witnessed the best racing I've ever seen in New Zealand here when we had the Senior Nationals back in 2016, and we are now witnessing an ecliptic finale of this one. The feature race was definitely for me here in 2019, the 65 feature final. This year it's going to go down the wire for the 11 to 12 85 feature final. Who's going to win, Brad?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you from here. Here is Connor Feather ending in the front half of the track. This will surely be white flag now. The clock has hit 0, so surely white flag now. The battle for second's the one we're going to look out for, because Connor's managed as well. Look at Jagman, he's got a comfy little margin now. He's got quite a bit of daylight between him and the 73. So we are starting to get excited now. White flag very, very close to coming out. Connor Feather, he's done everything he had to do in this 5th and final motor, but it may not be enough. As we look out, white flag out, 1 to go. We're on championship watch, but it's not going to be the man in front. If they finish in this order, it'll be the man in second. Jagman is very close right now. The 43, he'll get the pit board, he'll know. Second will be good enough for a national title. Harry Daly's got to find something miraculous in this final lap. Otherwise, he's going to end up being 3 NZ after being within 1 point of a national championship. One of these guys is going to win the title. Well, the other 2 are going to miss out. It's not really fair, but that is motocross. Here we go. Unbelievable, as we're less than 2/3 of a lap now between another national championship for the Townley family. Very, very close now. Harry Daly, he looks almost spent, Neil. He looks like he may have just given up the charge. He may not have enough in the tank here.
I think that's the case, man. I really think you've got it. That's why I wanted to walk over the track there and watch him. He was looking for all the soft and smooth lines. He didn't jump anywhere near as far as he had before. I wonder whether he's just maybe jarred himself or just done something. He's off his peak at the moment, so I don't think it's a serious threat at the moment. So that second place for Jagger should be enough to give him the number 1. When we go to the wire, it's going to be a 2-pointer. How ecliptic for that. And of course, for that result as well, we're now going to see that Connor will lift over the top of Harry. So the order should be a Jagger overall, second, then for Connor, and third for Harry. All 3 of them, as I said before, could stand on the top of the podium. We could split the trophy into 3 for my money. They've been exceptional all weekend. They've all been winners. All of them have been winners of various motos over the weekend. That's the sign of a true championship class, and what it's done to lift the profile of New Zealand motocross to the height that it is here at the moment in exceptional form. Go you Stars, that has been brilliant.
Absolutely, this has been phenomenal, and just the new restructure of 85cc racing has meant for some absolutely phenomenal stuff. They've got Harry Daly, he's won 2 motors this weekend, and he's going to line up 3 NZ if they finish in this order. So that just goes to show you how hotly contested this national championship was right from the outset. Here we go, less than a third of a lap now as Connor Feather enters the front part of the track. Here is the Jag-man, and he's got a big bit of breathing room now, so we're going to go and watch them as they go through the final couple of right-handers here. Couple of lap riders to contend with, but they've got comfy little margins between each other. Connor Feather, he had to come out here and win this one. He was third in the points. He's done a wonderful job, flag to flag performance. Connor Feather, he's got the job done, but it's going to be him winning the battle. Jag-man's going to win the war in a national championship for Jagger Townley. Absolutely brilliant. And the Blue Crew Yamaha team will be absolutely ecstatic. Fantastic performance, and what a class. Congratulations, Harry Daly. He's going to come through for a wonderful 3NZ performance, and he gave it absolutely everything this weekend. So good work from all of our competitors out there. The Dwyer Tech 11 to 12s, we knew it was going to be good with 53 entries, and that did not disappoint as we're looking out for more of our fantastic performances coming through. Absolutely brilliant, truly breathtaking, the racing out the front there. Carson Carroll, he'll be odds on here to come through and grab a great top 4 position. Well done, Carson. Kate Shuttleworth, Jackson Church, Cooper Clemmer, Jack Hosen and Eli Giles. Tynan Morrow, T-Man's going to come back and get a good top 10 after a horror start for him. So he's sitting 4th in the championship. That may be just enough to lock away that one there. We'll have to wait and see. But let's go down to there. We'll have some really joy and jubilant scenes down in that pit lane. Another Townley National Championship, and fantastic. Over to you, Neil.
Yeah, thank you, Brad. And hey, just talking then with Joe Starr and saying, you know, how many All Blacks did not play junior rugby? All right, go and find an All Black that didn't play junior rugby. Of course they've played junior rugby. You start somewhere in our sport, and we've got our juniors, and look what they've risen to here. This has been absolutely exceptional. So great to see as we take another opportunity to do our interview here at the moment. Riders all stopping, having their transponders removed. The MOMCC crew doing another amazing job. This club, third to oldest in New Zealand, oldest in the North Island, following on from Nelson and South Canterbury, and 113 years young in 2024. An amazing legacy that they've left. Want to do a shout out for you know, some of the pioneers, and particularly the late great Tim Gibbs, 90 years of age, died late last year. Always to be remembered, always the hero of the club, the star, the man who made Woodville motocross and so many other legacies. And he came to the AGM and said, I still want to be supporting junior motocross. So Tim, this is for you, my friend. And I know you've done a lot to contribute to Manawatu history, and you'd be super proud to be seeing what the club has reeled off here over this weekend. So absolutely beautiful. So looking forward, hopefully, to get our boys come over here for another podium. They've been awesome this year, and just to see the latter stages now for those other kids just finishing out, and hopefully to get the boys in here now, and quite a few people just hanging around there as we'll mainly, most importantly, get those guys, and certainly what we want to see. Well, I see our bikes just sitting at the back there, a little bit of that queue, so I won't get our rider up here so quickly.